Sun coming up behind me. Sis Tropa, good evening. Good evening. How are you? Just going for a little walk. Uh, Back here behind my mom's house. Got the sun coming up behind me. Got this truck driving behind me. How are you, sis? Hopefully you had a good day. Gotta climb up this wall. Ah, damn, my legs are tired. She said, I'm okay, po sir. Good, sis. I'm glad to hear that. Sis Wishy, good evening, good evening. She said, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I decided to go for this walk and I hope I don't regret it because my legs are already tired, sis. We did a lot of walking yesterday. We went to this area. I'm sure you guys have heard of like Disney World. We're not too far from Disney World. And we went to this little area outside of Disney World yesterday. Uh, they have like a bunch of shops and restaurants and stuff. And we walked around all day long. My legs are tired, but I wanted to get a little walk in with you guys. Shit, good to see you live, Cisco. Yeah, I want to do more of these like legit lives, not the just the silent lives all the time. Trying to remember which way do I gotta go here. Um, oh no, I gotta go this way. My bad. Get lost in this damn neighborhood. Yeah, want to start doing more of these. Be easier to do it on this little vacation we're on, but it's busy because I got my daughter and my mom, my stepdad, my sister. We're doing so much stuff. It's hard to find time to really focus on YouTube right now. But that's the way it is when you're visiting family. Oh, look at these birds right here. I don't know what kind of birds they are, but we saw one of these the other day. Um, and he caught a little worm. He was eating this worm. Says Tropa says, taking dinner, Paul. Oh, good. What are you having for dinner, sis? Mango Shek says, wow, your neck is thick. How do you work that neck, sir? Oh, damn, pause. I don't. That's just residual stuff left over from when I was working out, I think. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Sis Wishy says, wow, you are lucky, Cisco. I am very lucky, sis. First of all, I woke up this morning. That's pretty lucky. And second, I keep walking here. These birds aren't going to do much. I'm pretty lucky to, just got a great family and yeah, to be able to do some of the things that we do. So yeah, I feel very, very grateful, very, very lucky. Um, Sister Trouble says, enjoy walking, so just go. Man, I'm gonna try, sis. Like I said, my legs are tired, but I'll make it. I'll be all right. What she says, beautiful. Yeah, they're cool. There's some nice animals around this area. You got a lot of birds, a lot of reptiles, less snakes, lizards, of course, alligators. So it's interesting. AJ, what's up, bro? Salute. How you doing? Sis Tropa, I don't know what kind of bird that is. My stepdad said what it was. Oh, I think he said, no, I was going to say ibis, but I think that's something else. I can't remember the name of it, but there's so many birds around here and big birds too. She said, "Nobody's walking." You know what? When we walked out here the other day, I only saw like a couple people that were walking, a few people, and they got up later than we did. It's already 7:21 in the morning here. It's not like it's super early, but I don't know if it's in this area where my mom lives. I don't think it's a big thing to be going out walking in the morning, I guess. DJ Trey, what's up, homie? How you doing, bro? Just out here walking behind my mom's house, trying to get a little exercise, recover from the exercise I had yesterday. I've just done so much walking these last few days. It's crazy. Uh, USA G1K says I called out of work today because I have a sinus infection. Oh, damn, that's too bad. Oof, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you recover soon. Sal Selwyn Marsh. Hi, what's up, bro? How are you? It's dope to meet you and everyone just showing you love from Southside Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, shout out New Zealand. Oh, damn, am I gonna have to hop down this wall, y'all? Look at this. Check me out. These are the kind of things I do for y'all. Hopping down walls. Yeah, man. Shout out New Zealand. Love to get out to New Zealand. I've been saying that for a while. My sister has been in New Zealand a few times. When she was working overseas, she stopped in New Zealand and she loved it. Beautiful place. Teacher Trey says, "Wait, did you say alligators? What would you do if you saw one?" Yeah, we saw one yesterday. This lake I'm gonna take you guys to right now. There's at least one alligator, and I know because we saw it yesterday. We were walking along on the path that's right next to the lake, and you see little things like in the water. You know, like when you're walking by a lake and like you see water ripple and stuff. You know, it's like a fish or whatever. And they have a lot of turtles over there. So I thought, oh, turtle. Nah, we walked a little closer, and my stepdad said, "Hey, there's an alligator right there." So sure enough, I look and there's an alligator. You just see his head swimming away from right where that water was rippling at, probably like maybe 10 feet from where we were walking from. So yeah, they're out here. So we're gonna go out there, this baseball field right here. They just built this area up. Really beautiful. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. It's a baseball park they built over here. Really, really nice. But yeah, we're gonna walk around that way. But yeah, bro, they're out there. They're there for sure. This is Flor May. Good evening. Said hello, host. Make a little shout out. Yahoo. Good evening, sis. How are you? AJ says everyone at work, they don't get to enjoy the retired life. Yeah, bro, like me and you. You already know. This is true. That's probably why a lot of them aren't walking around at this time. You're right. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. They're already getting ready for work. Suckers. Oh man, I was one of those suckers for 35 years, I think it was at least. Forme says thumbs up. Thank you, sis. Yeah, guys, if you can, please leave a thumbs up if you get a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna walk around this area here. I'm gonna start walking along this lake, and hopefully we'll see that gator again. Um, it was actually pretty cool. I'm gonna walk over here. These cars think I'm across. It was actually pretty cool. I liked it. They're not gators aren't the ones you really got to worry about. Crocodiles are the ones you got to worry about. Gators really don't like people, and they get away from people whenever they can, unless you like. It's like a bear. If a brown bear. I'm sorry, a black bear. Black bears are like not really that dangerous if you just leave them alone. That's kind of how alligators are. They can kill you. They will kill you if you surprise them, if you corner them, but they're not trying to. Crocodiles, on the other hand, they will go after you. USA says springtime is so bad on allergies. Yeah, I hear you. My nose is my sinus is kind of congested out here too. And they stay away out in California where I'm from. Also, been up drinking. And excuse me, y'all, you're gonna hear me breathing. So if you don't like hearing somebody gasping for air while they're walking, don't watch this live because I'm gonna be breathing hard. I'm sorry to tell you because I'm still 280 pounds walking around out here. So yeah, you're gonna hear that. Says been up drinking NyQuil and Benadryl. Yeah, man, I know those days. I took some form of Benadryl my entire life up until about maybe 20 years ago. My allergies kind of subsided, but I know that life. Sis Tropa says Ja, Tai Chi with Ja, he, shouty. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, sis. I didn't even see you. She said, oh, wait, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Hold on. Uh, okay, this is Merle. I see you. All right. Good morning. I'm sorry, I'm getting behind y'all. Trying to watch where I'm going, I get hit by a car. This is Merle. Good evening. Thank you for joining. CH10. Hello. USAG1 at 6:24 a.m. here. Okay, so you are Central Time Zone. I'm Eastern Time Zone. This is Florida over here, so we're an hour ahead. Where I'm from, California, it's what is it, 4:24 a.m. So it's really early over there. Says Abby, good evening, or I'm sorry, good morning for you too. Actually, Abby, you're in the U.S. She says, wow, very beautiful place. Love this. Yeah, it's nice here. Check it out. It's the Advent Field House. Get a better look at it later. Where we at here? Says Tropa, I love that place. Nice. Yeah, sis, it's beautiful here. Wait till I get to this lake though. And there's lakes all over Florida. I mean, so many lakes. It's crazy. That's one thing in Philippines I haven't seen that much of. In the places I've been, is a lot of lakes. There are lakes all over the place here, everywhere. There's like 15 lakes just right around this area where my mom lives. And it says Tai Chi, says Ja, says, hello guest. Yeah, Miguel Chapo, sis Tropa. Thanks for joining, sis. Oh, here my watch is telling me I'm on a walk. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and record that walk. Okay. Good evening, sis Ja. Hopefully you're doing good. Says Ja, your workout videos, your Tai Chi videos are so cool. I really like them, and I've done a few of the workouts, but I want to start getting consistent and do them every morning. So keep doing them. I'm getting motivated. Let's see where we at here. Selwyn says, brother, this is my second time joining. I was shy to say hello to your guys' journey and help me to grow, drive success, opportunities as an autistic solo singer, songwriter. Man, shout out for coming back. And yeah, definitely don't be shy. We love people speaking up in the chat. As long as everybody's respectful to each other, please speak up. That's what this is about. People communicating. We're just regular people all over the world. We got to stay connected. And yeah, shout out for your success. Keep going. Being a musical artist, any kind of artist, really, being a musical artist is tough. But if you got talent, you got determination, you got a little bit of luck, hey, you can definitely be successful. This is Chain of Lakes Park right here. So this is that baseball place I was telling you guys about. You see the sun coming up over there. Stop for a second. Let me catch up here. Just Tropa says, it's Ja, Tai Chi, with Ja, he, shouty. Sis Abby says, Tai Chi, Ja, hello, my bestie. Sis Tropa says, Abby Jane, shouty, my friend. Yeah, so this is Chain of Lakes Park. It's the big baseball field, bunch of baseball fields. And my stepdad was saying that a lot of college baseball teams come down here in the springtime and just practice. A lot of Major League Baseball scouts come out, kind of see here. I'm not gonna go in there all the way because I don't know if I'm allowed to go in there or not, but you can kind of see what it looks like out there. You can see the lake in the background too. So there's a lake right back there. It's like right there. So this area right here is called Chain of Lakes. And the reason why they call it that is because there's a bunch of lakes all connected by little canals. I want to say there's like 15 lakes right in this little immediate area that you go in one lake, you take a boat, you cross that lake, and there's like a little canal that you can, let me pull this back a little bit. There's a little canal that you can take your boat through and then you go to another lake, and then that lake takes you to another lake and another lake and another lake. So it's real easy to go from lake to lake. It's pretty cool. And like I said, there's a lot of wildlife out here. Yeah, but shout out, Selwyn. Definitely good luck to you on your journey. And he says, Tai Chi Jaw says, mega love shout out, post sis tropa. Yeah, I think it's 7:30 over there in the Philippines right now. So shout out Philippines. Good evening to everybody out there. Hope your day has been good. Everyone's day's been good. And you can see the baseball fields are out there. Stop walking for a second. So there's baseball fields. Oh, check this out. Just saw this guy chilling up here. It's a big old bird. I think it's an osprey. They're big birds. Someone says, uh, brother and everyone, you'd be so proud of me because 9 months ago I just dropped my fourth original song on YouTube. It's called Jaw Bronx. Rise up. If you are down to listen to it later, sorry for promoting. Oh, no worries. Definitely promote yourself. We all look out for each other. We all want to be successful on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. But congrats. Keep working. Keep going. It's the back of that building. Says Tropa says, wow, yeah, man, it's crazy. Like how many, like just walking around out here, you can see so many animals. Oh yeah, right here. It says warning, objects leaving playing field. So what they're saying is if you park right here, you park your car right here in this parking lot, the baseball field is just right there. See, this is the dugout right here. It's the baseball field. So when the batter hits the ball, sometimes the ball will go up in the air and come and land right here in these on top of these cars, break people's windows and stuff. So they got to put a sign up that says warning, objects leaving the playing field. Because if your car gets broken by a baseball, guess what? Too bad. I wouldn't park here. DJ Trey says, nice morning though. It's beautiful here, man. It's if you've ever been to Florida, you know it's very similar to the Philippines in terms of like how the weather is. It gets very humid here. You know, a lot of the time it'll get in the 80s, 90s, and it's very humid. And they also are prone to getting hurricanes. In Philippines, they call them typhoon, but they get hurricanes here. There's a hurricane season. There's a lot of animals, and yeah, just very similar weather-wise. But it's been really cool here this last few mornings. To be honest, we've been here a week now. We got here we got here last Tuesday. Today's Tuesday here. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday in Philippines also. Japan, it's Philippines, or Japan is Tuesday also. Uh, but it's been very cool here. It's been really nice actually. Says Tropa says, it seems like you've already taken us to your place, Sir Cisco. No, we still got a little ways to go. We still got a little ways to go. So look, there's the lake right over there across the parking lot. So I'm just walking to the end of this sidewalk. Oh, is that a bird right there? Oh, look, you can maybe you can barely see it. I'm trying to zoom in. I think there's a bird right there. It's hard to tell. No, maybe that's just a sign. But there's a bird that looks like that, has a dark feathers and white on top. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna take you guys out to that lake. Says Ja, thank you. Said it's hard to speak English, so I'm struggling. Sis, let me tell you something. A lot of Filipinos, they always say they have trouble speaking English. And I agree, people have trouble speaking English, but the trouble you have speaking English is not a lot. Your English is really good. You probably don't think so, but your English is really good. You can communicate and understand probably a lot, if not most or all of what I'm saying. And I can understand what you're saying. You speak English very well. Maybe you're not fluent, but you do very well, sis. So just keep going. I always tell people, just keep going. You're a lot better at it than you think you are. You're a million times better than I am at speaking any Filipino language. I think the Filipino language I speak the most is probably Tagalog, but I'm definitely not very good. I speak very little. I couldn't just walk around and talk to people and stuff. I just know basic things. So, sis, you're inspiring me by you working on your English. It takes a lot of courage to speak a language you're not, fluent in publicly. It takes a lot of courage. So, salute, sis. Just keep going. You're doing fine. She said, "Wow, yeah, it's awesome here, and it's so green. It's like Philippines. It's very green here. Um, it rains a lot. There's a rainy season here. California is very dry, very dry. We don't have as much green like they have here. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb right over this. So here's that. Here's the back of that baseball field. See the sunrise coming up. Their baseball fields are beautiful, beautiful, very nice, very professionally done. Oh, you know what? I'll keep walking a little further, get a little closer because I know this camera's. Yeah, look, y'all. I'm such an idiot. That was a damn sign. It did look like one of those birds. I promise. We probably will see one. There's a big bird that looks kind of similar to like that shape right there. All right. Got 4 million in the house. All right. 10 likes. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. But yeah, this area is Central Florida. And let's see, my watch is talking to me. Oh, just went a mile. I've already walked a mile. I'm not passed out yet. That's pretty good. Congratulations, me. Um, as far as like where Florida is on the earth, it's closer to the equator than most of the United States. I think the very tip of here, look at these birds. The very tip of Florida is the lowest part of the United States outside of, say, Hawaii. Hawaii is probably the furthest south, but it's on an island. It's an island all by itself. I'll shut up for a second so you can hear these birds. There's some more over here. It's a really nice lake here. You can see there's a bunch of lily pads out there. All these lily pads floating around out there, and it's really nice fishing here. You can catch all kinds of fish here: bass, catfish. I want to say there's like bluegill out here, and of course alligators. Alligators love those. Well, first of all, the fish love those lily pads, especially the bass. They love swimming around those lily pads. And if you're a bass fisherman, you know you go out there, you want to throw your lure right up underneath those because that's where all the fish are hanging out. And the alligators love them too for that reason. Yeah, but beautiful morning here. Looks like I'm out here all by myself. There's nobody else out here. And that's something too that it has similar with the Philippines is that when I'm in the Philippines, when me and my wife go to the Philippines, there's so many just beautiful, beautiful places that there's nobody there. And I'm thinking, how is this place so amazing, so beautiful? Whether it's a beach or an area like that. How is it so amazing? There's nobody here because most places in the United States, if a place is beautiful or fun or exciting, there's thousands of people that are crowding it and they take away the beauty and the fun of it. But here, again, like the Philippines, this little place right here, it's a beautiful place, but nobody's here. Like AJ said, maybe everybody's at work. But look at this trail, guys. I mean, you got like a nice paved trail right here to walk on. You could ride a bike out here. You could roller skate. My wife would love to roller skate out here. Matter of fact, next time we come out here, I'm gonna tell her to bring her skates so she can roller skate. It's beautiful, beautiful area, very easy to get to. I mean, we're right in the middle of the city, guys. It's not like I'm out in the boonies somewhere. Sis Tropa says, my goodness, there's an alligator. So scary. Yeah, sis. I don't know if you were there earlier when I was talking about, oh yeah, you were. We saw one yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday we saw one. Saw an alligator out here. So look, you see, this is where the little path that I'm on, right here, right? Water's right there. So if if it were crocodiles in this lake, I would not be standing right here right now. Because the alligator could come out of this water from right. Look at how far I am, guys. Come on. Right here to right there. A crocodile, look, something just went down in the water right there. A crocodile would get out of this water so fast and just grab me. Whereas the alligator, they're not trying to mess with me. Now, would I go jump in that water? Hell no. Because now I'm in the alligator's territory. I wouldn't get in the water. You mess around like that, you're stupid. But just standing right here, I'm not worried. You know, they're not gonna come out here. Now watch as I say that, this alligator's gonna jump out of here. You guys will you guys will get a great, great video of the alligator jumping out of the lake, grabbing me, taking me into the water. Just make sure if that happens, guys, you share this video. Hopefully I can get monetized and it'll be the video of black man gets eaten by alligator in Florida. You guys will be the first ones to see it. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a bunch of little, I don't know, probably fish. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a lot of little ripples in the water here. It's just that time of day where all the animals are up and eating and doing their thing. 9 million in the building. Shout out. Yeah, sis, it could be scary. So DJ Trey says, will the alligator chase you? They won't have to chase me, bro. I'm not fast. I used to be a little fast, but I ain't fast no more. Alligator would catch me. Definitely catch me. Nah, they won't chase you. Like I said, they're not trying to go after people. The alligators really don't care about people. We're not on their typical menu for food. So yeah, they're not gonna chase you. I mean, if you have their food, like if you have, I've seen people with like, you know, that are feeding them like chicken and stuff like that. They'll come after that, but they're not chasing you. They're chasing the food. But like I said, a crocodile, whole different thing. Crocodile will come after you. There's actually a few alligator parks around here. We went to one the other day. It was pretty cool, and you could see them. There's some big ones, some really big alligators out here. They're not as big as crocodiles, but they get big. Let's see. Brother Bruce. Hi, bro Cisco. Good evening. Good morning. Yeah, good evening, bro. Morning out here in Florida. Time is it? It is seven. Oh shit. Where's my clock at? Oh, it's 7:45. My watch telling me it's 7:45. Thank you, watch. Yeah, 7:45 in the morning out here. I'm just going for a little walk. I'm back here behind my mom's house. She lives out over here, just chilling. How you doing, Bruce? Hope everything's good with you. TJ Trey, haha. Bro, I'm telling you, I used to be in great shape. You know, I played a lot of sports growing up. You know, I was, you know, pretty good athlete. Boxing was, you know, the thing I think I excelled at. And you got to be in great shape to box. And I was in great shape. Um, you know, I run about a 6 minute mile back then. It's, you know, it's in the track world, that's not great, but for normal people, a 6 minute mile is pretty good. And that's what I was doing boxing. So I was in good shape back then. Now I think I've been walking for like what 30 minutes here. I could go lay down right now, bro. So yeah, alligator would not have a tough time chasing me down. I don't think if it really wanted me. Let's see here. I don't have my reading glasses on, guys. So bear with me. I'm trying to show you guys some stuff, and I'm trying to read the comments at the same time. Without my glasses on. Let's see. Bruce Davis, hi DJ. Lorena Pozo, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Where are you in the world, Lorena? Good morning. She says it's beautiful. Yeah, this is a beautiful place, man. Like I said earlier, this area is called Chain of Lakes in Florida. It's about 15. I want to say like 15 lakes that are all connected to each other. This is just the outer part of this lake. It's kind of marshy, but you can see out there. I don't know if I can zoom in on it, but you can see out there it's like a wide open lake, and maybe we might see some. We've been seeing boats go through the little canal over here, but yeah, it's just a big lake, and this is just one of a bunch. They're connected. They call it chain of lakes because they're all connected by these canals. You could take a boat, go start at one lake, and end up 15 lakes away. We used to go fish out here a few years ago when my stepdad had his boat. He sold it like a dummy. I don't know why he did that, but he regrets it now. So maybe he'll get another one. But we used to go fishing out here, and it's pretty nice. Definitely some good catfish, good bass. Bruce says, "I'm good, brother. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Are you still in the States, or have you gone back yet? Because I thought you had. Oh, check this out, guys. I'm sorry. I thought you had come back to the States for a while, Bruce. So this is the Pet Rainbow Bridge. And it says, this bridge is a place of love and remembrance for the four-legged family members who have crossed before us. Their unconditional love will never be forgotten. Please leave a collar in their memory along the bridge as a symbol of a bond that lasts forever. It says, just this side of heaven lies a place called the Rainbow Bridge where our pets wait and play whole and healthy again. They run free with joy and light until the day we meet again. Forever loved, never forgotten. So this bridge, guys, is called the Rainbow Bridge, and they made this so that people could remember their pets, their dogs, cats, I guess. And when the animals pass on, people can come out and they can leave the dog or cat's collar on this bridge. It's really cool, and it's right next to where the alligators are at. So you can check this out right here. They got this little pole right here underneath the wood, right? And then check it out. They got people's pets. The people come out, and when their pet passes away, they put their collar right here on this pole. So you got some Tally Barris. I guess that's a play on Halle Berry. But you can see all these little pets that people have brought their collars out here, and it tells you, please respect the memories of others by leaving all pet collars undisturbed. So yeah, don't take them off, don't mess with them. And there's a couple over here too, but it's really cool, guys. I mean, if you have a dog or a cat or any pet, you feel that love for that animal. When that animal dies, it's rough. I've had several dogs, and cats pass away. I've had snakes, I've had hamsters, I've had all kinds of pets. So this is cool. I'm glad they did this. It's just a way to remember their pets. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. Let me catch up here. Da, 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 da. All right. DJ Shay says, "Man, you silly as hell. You silly as hell, man. You know what? What's crazy is I tend to be more of a serious person. Especially when I was working, I was more of a serious person. Um, you know, and I'm generally a introverted person as well. I'm not really a outgoing extroverted person, unless I'm doing sports or something like that. But here on YouTube, like Blizzard says, you know, being here is like you can kind of just be yourself, especially when you have people, a good community of people you feel comfortable around. So yeah, man, I feel comfortable just talking to you guys, being myself. And yeah, man, I say some stupid stuff sometimes, but it's all in love, man. I enjoy the communities that I'm a part of on YouTube, man. It's just great. As many as there are trolls out there and dumb idiots on YouTube, the people that are sincere and good people, man, they make it worth it. And like I said, it's nice to just be able to talk to people, especially when they're talking back. Bruce says it's beautiful there. Yeah, man. Central Florida out here. This is actually it's called Winter Haven, Florida. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Winter Haven, Florida. My mom, my stepdad, my sister, they all live out here. They moved out here back in '94. I was born and raised in California, and back in '94, my stepdad got a new job, and it was out here in Florida. So they moved out here. I was already like 22 years old by then, so I was an adult. But uh, yeah, they've been living here ever since. Let's see. Hopefully the internet's strong, guys. I figured it would be pretty good out here. Bruce Davis says, "Shout out DJ Salute. My birthday's tomorrow. Oh, happy early birthday, bro. Happy early birthday. 21 again." Bruce says, "I'm still in the Philippines." Okay. All right. For some reason, I was thinking you came out to the States. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting you confused with someone else. I know Mike from Mike and Venus, I know he went back to the States for a bit. I thought you had gone too. I'm not sure. Great things, Pet Rainbow Bridge. That is great things. Man, it's awesome. Like I said, I've never personally seen something like that before, and that's amazing that they did something like that. Pets are like family, man. When you lose a pet, it's like losing a family member. So to be able to have something like this where you can remember your pet, it's awesome. Says Tropa, thank you. Don't be afraid to say something, says Tropa. You're amazing. DJ Trey says, sounds like you're heading towards a pet cemetery. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, there's probably a lot of dead animals and probably dead bodies out here too. Man, look, I am not that guy, but I'm just saying, if hypothetically there are criminals in the world that, they unalive people sometimes, wouldn't you just come out here and throw them in this canal out here? Because number one, nobody's out here. Throw them in the canal. The gators will eat them. The fish will eat them. Problem solved. There's probably bodies out here. There's probably, yeah, definitely, all kinds of dead animals eating each other. Man, come on. You already know. Not quite a pet cemetery, but you get what I'm saying. He says, that's cool. Yeah, man, it's cool. Boss Butcher, good morning. Good morning, bro. How are you? Or good evening. Good evening. Sorry. Good evening. Hopefully you had a good, successful day and didn't work too hard. Sis Gracie or Mam Leonila or Iris May, whoever it is. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome. Shout out. Says Tropa, I see, she says. Bruce Davis says, wow, think that is good things to remember. I lost a few pets before I left last September, so like that. Yeah, man, definitely. It's awesome. Says Gracie, Mamily O'Neilla. I think it's Mamily O'Neilla. Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. She likes saying Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. I was gonna do a dance for you, Mamily O'Neilla, but there's too many people here. I can't. If it was just you, I would do it, Mamily O'Neilla. I would dance right now, but I can't with all these people here. It's too much. These guys will give me hell. Let's see. Bruce Davis says hi, Grace. DJ Trey says that. Nah, you're straight, man. Hey, appreciate it, bro. But if I start dancing, you're not gonna say that. Bruce says I was always serious when at work time and get work done. Understandable. Yeah, exactly. You got to be a different person at work sometimes. Says Trouble says, Ma'am Griselda, shout tipo. I see you, Ma'am Lindilla. Good evening. Says Trouble says, Sir Bruce, shout out also. Bruce says, so is Florida like the Philippines? Yeah, I was just saying that. It's very similar to the Philippines. Similar weather, climate. Like I said, it gets very humid here. They have storms. There's a hurricane season here. Philippines, they call it typhoon, but there are hurricanes here. Last time we were here a few years ago, 3 years ago, there was a hurricane called Hurricane Nicole, a Category 4 hurricane that went right over the top of this area right here. We were actually supposed to fly out the day that it hit this area right here. So they stopped our flights. We ended up having to stay another additional 2 days before we could go back home. So yeah, they get hurricanes out here. Very similar to Philippines in that way. Just the weather and how things are, as far as that goes. Let's see. Just trying to catch up, guys. Sorry. Says yes, MJ went back to Illinois. Yeah, he's back there for a little while now. I think he's doing something with his family, trying to take care of people. Says Tropa says, Sir DJ TR, shout out also. Yeah, guys, connect if you can. Um, check each other's channels out. We got some great people. I'm telling you, I'm a part of many different communities. different people, different parts of the world. I'm sure all of you are too. Um, but just awesome people. Everybody in here right now just got love for every single one of you. Appreciate you for being here. Awesome people, like I said. Bruce Davis says, Hi Tropa, shout. Sir G, good evening. He says, hello world. We got 4 million in the building, so that's close. That's close. But good evening, brother. How are you, Sir G? Sir Tropa says, Pinoy Galan, shout out, Pinpo. And he laughs. Sister Tropa, he Sir Cisco's so funny. I know. I say some funny stuff, guys. And I hope you guys understand that, I'm just trying to be silly. Hopefully, I don't say anything that makes anybody upset. Boss Butcher. Or is that Boss Butcher's son? Because I know somebody was saying that Sir Cyril's son gets on there. So if it's young Cyril, good evening. How are you? Yeah, so look, again, you see how close we are to this water right here. And the place where I saw the alligator, it was right over there. So there's a bridge. There's a bridge right there we're gonna go over. And the alligator was like right, oops, sorry. The alligator was like right over here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start looking. I'm gonna start looking to see if I can see him, hopefully before he sees me. And oh look, check this out, guys. Not my shadow. Not my shadow, but look, this big ass bird right here. DJ Trey says, Yep, I'm from Durham, North Carolina, but live in Okinawa, Japan. I just like hanging out with cool people. Brother, shout out, bro. Shout out to everybody in North Carolina. My uncle and his family live in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. And I haven't been out there yet, but looks like a beautiful place. They have a really nice house out there. That's bro, especially now being retired, one of the things that I want to do is drive all over the United States. I was just talking to my stepdad yesterday about that. He's retired and he's done a couple cross country uh, tours, I guess you could say, across the United States. And we were talking about that, about driving around. And yeah, the Carolinas is definitely a place I would hit up. All along this East Coast over here, I would definitely hit it up. Yeah, see, these big birds right here, they're I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of hard to tell the scale of how big they are. But I would say that bird is probably from its feet on the ground to the top of its head. It's probably like a couple feet. So it's a good sized bird. And when they fly, they fly really slow because they're so damn big. But yeah, brother, like hanging out with cool people. Same here. You know, I like I said, I definitely have become a part of many different communities on YouTube. Met some great people. Um, very grateful, very lucky to be able to be a part of that. Uh, DJ Trey says that's where we have our family is. Oh yeah, nice man. Um, yeah, originally, well, like most black people in the United States, we, on my dad's side, our family is from the South. You know, uh, Oklahoma, New Orleans. That's where my side of the family, my lineage from my dad's side comes from. So the South is definitely a place that as far as my heritage goes, I'm very interested in visiting more of. I visited like all of the southernmost states: Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. I've been to Georgia, Louisiana, Texas. I've been to all those states. But yeah, I'd like to visit the rest of them. I'd like to visit every state, to be honest with you guys. Oh, here, check it out. So this boat right here just came through the canal and is now going from one lake to the other. Yeah, there's some nice boats that come through here, like expensive boats. This is a pretty nice boat right here. We saw one yesterday that it probably cost more than most people's houses. It was badass bass boat. Yeah, so they'll just go through this little canal right here. They're gonna go out to that lake right there. I believe it's called Lake Lulu. and they're gonna just probably just do some fishing, I'm sure. Check out this bird. He's not afraid of me either. He's pretty close to where I'm at. Says Ja, thank you. DJ Trey says, me and my friends are thinking about a coast to coast drive in an RV next year. Dude, do it. Yeah, man. I've driven from Pensacola, Florida. My ex mother in law, she lived in Pensacola. She got married to this dude, and make a long story short, things didn't work out. So me and her brother, my ex mother in law's brother, we got voluntold to go fly out there, pack up all her stuff, pick her up, drive all the way back to California. So that's what we did. We The very next day we got on a plane and flew out there. This tiny ass little plane. Um, Flew to Houston, Texas, and got on an even smaller plane. It was a tiny little plane. And finished off, flew to Pensacola, Florida, packed up all her stuff. Excuse me, packed up all her stuff overnight, and we were gone the next day. So we left Pensacola, Florida, about 4 p.m. on Wednesday, and got all the way back to California by about 5 p.m. on Friday. So about 49 hours we drove from Pensacola to California. If you're familiar with that distance, about probably about 2,500 miles, something like that, in 49 hours. We only stopped twice to go to sleep, 5 hours at a time. That was it. Say, Bruce says, this is a big herring bird. They can be 4 to 5 feet. Yeah, I don't know if it's a herring. I don't know. My stepdad, he knows all these animals. I don't think he called it a herring. He called it something else. But it's big. Look at that thing. And its wingspan is huge. Like its wings are huge. When you hear it, you can hear it flying. It's crazy. DJ Trey voluntold. Yeah, man. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do it. They were having a big family meeting. Oh, we got to go get her. And by the way, she was wanting to divorce her husband. They weren't getting along. And like 2 weeks prior to that, they had a hurricane, of course. It was Hurricane Ivan, actually. That was a big hurricane back in the day, Hurricane Ivan. You can look up Hurricane Ivan. You can see it was a devastating hurricane. Flew right over the top of them. So here we come flying into Pensacola, and as you're flying in, you could see all the blue tarps over everybody's house where their roof got blown off, and there's literally like trees, branches, they've had enough time to like kind of get them out of the roads and stuff. In the main areas, but in the neighborhoods, there's branches, trees, all kinds of stuff all over the road. And it was crazy. It was a wild time. Like I said, in less than 24 hours, we were voluntold, get on a plane, go fly out there. Her dad bought the tickets, flew us out there, and yeah, we got out there, packed everything up overnight. She had a full the big U-Haul truck. We filled that big U-Haul truck up. Then she had two cars. We attached one car to the back of the U-Haul truck, filled that up with stuff. I got in the other car, the Explorer. We filled that thing up, barely enough room for me to get in, and we drove from Pensacola. Again, this is in a U-Haul, pulling a full U-Haul, pulling a car. We drove all the way from Pensacola, Florida, back to California in less than 49 hours, I want to say. I'm Leonila. Good morning. See how these birds just blend in? Could barely even tell he was there. Unless you knew he was there, you wouldn't be able to tell it. Beautiful bird though. Very cool. Now, as I'm sitting here, standing here BSing, I got my back turned to this. I just thought about it. My back is turned to this damn lake right here. This little tiny lake. Where the alligators at. I need to watch what I'm doing. I just told you that alligators don't mess with people, but like I said, I'll be the first guy to get pulled into the damn lake probably. Let's see. DJ Trey said, y'all weren't playing around. No, man, I, like I said, when you get voluntold to do something, you do it. You don't like it. I did it, but I told them let's go because they wanted to stop and man, no, let's get back home. I'm not trying to be out here with you guys. It was an interesting trip though. I mean, like I said, you go through Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, um, New Mexico, Arizona. You go through that whole area, and there's really nice, beautiful country out that way. New Mexico really surprised me actually, because growing up I thought, no, New Mexico is just desert. There's nothing out there. That's true. There's a lot of desert out there, but it's just beautiful landscape. The land is just beautiful. Mountains, the formations of how things in nature have just been created. Oh man, it's beautiful out there. The sunrise, the sunset, really nice out there. Says Tropa says maybe that's a heron bird. Yeah, that's what Bruce said. It could be. Like I said, my stepdad called it something else though. I want to say he called it something else, but I think maybe it is a heron. I could be thinking of another bird too, because like we saw so many birds out here. But yeah, look at this. You can see all these lily pads right here. We had these guys out here yesterday that were just standing right out here fishing, and they were just tossing their lures right up under these lily pads right here. I didn't see them catch anything, but it's really good fishing out here. Like I said, we used to come fish not on this area, but in these other lakes that this is attached to. But you can see this is definitely some damn alligator country too. All right, I want to take a look out here real quick. So, like I said, over there, right along this area over here is where I saw that alligator. I got a video of it too. I'm gonna post that video. It'll be up probably in a few days, couple days, I don't know. But you can see him. He just goes right out there in the water, not scared of nothing. He's the biggest thing in that water, I'll tell you that. I would say that thing was at least 4 to 5 feet. It wasn't a huge alligator. It looked maybe 4 to 5 feet, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Oops. Sometimes they look bigger than they are. Sometimes they look smaller than they are. You really can't tell. All you can see is their head sticking out of the water. And all this little green algae or whatever the heck this is, moss in the water, they like to go right into that and they blend right in. You can see too here. So that canal, that canal is like right here. It runs right here. It goes right up under this bridge right here. And like I said, we're in the middle of a city, guys. It goes right up under that bridge and goes through to another lake on the other side of this road. And then that one connects to another lake that's up this way. And there's like a whole chain of lakes that goes off that way. There's like another 12 lakes that go out that way. This is just like the first 3 or 4 lakes right here. Okay. Got 7 million in the building, 11 likes. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. Just spur of the moment live like I always do. When it's not a silent live, it's a spur, it's a spur of the moment live. I got something that's somewhat interesting going on. I'll definitely hop on and let you guys check it out. Okay, look. So yesterday we saw not a bird like this, but another big bird, one of those herons, I guess, standing on this bridge. And they just chill right there. So when we come up, it's probably gonna fly away. It won't even let us get close to it, I'm sure. But yeah, you'll definitely see a lot of nature out here, a lot of animals out here. I might be able to catch them flying away. We'll see. Oh, there he goes. Taking off. Yeah, so I was right here and I saw something in the water like and I thought it was maybe a turtle because there's turtles out here too. The water just went bloop, and then I keep walking and my step that goes, there's an alligator. And then like right here, you can see the alligator's head just taking off, just slowly going off that way. I'm like, oh shit. And you can see, look how close that water is to the walkway. So imagine if that gator was a bigger gator that was aggressive. Yeah, he'd have no problem jumping right up that grass right there, grabbing me. Says EB, good evening. Thank you for joining. I'm just walking out here, sis, with my little camera, filming a couple things on YouTube with y'all. This is back behind my mom's house, sis. Um, this lake. There's this little lake that I'm next to right now, and then there's the bigger lake that's back out that way. And just walking around, hoping I don't get eaten by alligator. Hopefully, you guys are having a good evening right now. It's 8 o'clock in the Philippines. Everybody's hopefully at home, having already eaten dinner, hopefully just relaxing, having a good evening. Yeah, so this is a bridge right here. It's a nice bridge. Oh yeah, a lot of nice flowers out here too. So they got the metal on here. I don't know if that's to keep the gators out or to keep people from going in the water. I don't know. One or the other. Emily O'Neill, thank you. Sistropa, thank you. Yeah, there's the. It's not very deep. Not deep at all. Yeah, I was hoping we'd see that gator out here, but I'm looking right now. I'm just trying to see if I can spot his head above the water, but I don't see it. So who the heck knows where he's at? 8 million in the building. Thank you. If you're watching, please leave a like if you don't mind, because it really helps our channel. And leave a comment too if you can. Just let us know you were here. Just say hi. We don't have to have a whole long conversation if you don't want to, but yeah, definitely say what's up. Let me know where you're from. So this highway right here, is right on the other side of this lake. And then over here, they're building a Target. This store, if you're in the Philippines, I don't know, you may not be familiar. There's a big store chain that it's called Target. It's like Walmart, probably a little bit more expensive than Walmart, but they're building one over there. Oh, here comes a lady walking. So finally, we got somebody out here walking besides me. But this is a really cool. Oh, look, this bird. I think he has a worm. He might have a worm. He's got something. Yeah, it's the time of day where like all these little worms are popping out of the grass and stuff. They got little bags here to collect people's dog poop. Good morning. Yeah, she wasn't friendly. That's another thing about this area too. You've got some of the most friendly people, and you got some of the people that they don't give a damn. They're not going to say hello for anything. Yeah, they're doing the construction over there. But yeah, this is a nice little walk. I wish I had something like this at my house. I'd be walking out here every morning. Just love hearing the birds out here. 6 million in the building. Just a beautiful morning though. So they just planted these trees, probably within the last couple years. These are going to be really nice when they get big. You're going to have like a lot of shade right here on this walking path. It's gonna be really nice out here in the next 5 years or so. All these trees will be nice and tall. It's already nice, but it's gonna be even better. This is a fairly new path that they've constructed out here. Okay, yeah. See, I just saw something go down in the water over there. That might have been a fish though. It didn't look big. See this bird right here, rooting around in this water, trying to get some food and watch out for me at the same time. Yeah, see, something keeps dipping in the water over here. This bird's like, no, thank you, sir. Man, gorgeous out here, guys. And not humid. That's what's really crazy about it. Usually Florida is known for being like really humid, but it's been really nice. They actually had a time where a few days where it got below freezing here. My mom has a lot of plants and stuff in her backyard, and it killed a bunch of her plants because those plants are just not used to cold weather. It's not normally cold here. It doesn't get cold here, but it got below freezing and for a few days and it killed all those plants. She was heartbroken. Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back this way. I go around the building, get one last look at this little lake because this is a good sized lake over here. 5 million in the building. Beautiful, beautiful morning. One Cuisine. Shout out. Good evening. How you doing? You having a good day? Just out here walking around this lake, just enjoying the morning. I'm Leonilla. Good evening. Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. I'm gonna walk down this other way actually because we didn't go. When we went back the last couple times, we've gone that way. We go around that building over there. I still might come back that way, but I want to walk down this way a little bit, see what's down here. J Minus SV. Good evening. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Just walking around out here, back here behind where my mom lives. I want to show you guys something. They don't have this in the Philippines that I know of. You see this big tree right here. They have big trees for sure, but what I haven't seen is Spanish moss. So this stuff right here that's on this tree, it's right here, it's called Spanish moss. And it grows like all over a lot of these trees out here, all these cypress trees. You can just see it hanging from the tree branches and it just grows all over these branches. It's pretty cool though. Look, it always makes it look really cool though. All of these southern states have that growing in their trees. And this is the back of the baseball field right here. Stropa says, "Oh wow, yeah, it's beautiful, sis." Maybe I give you a better look right here. It's a big tree right here, right? And then you zoom in and you can see that Spanish moss just growing. And it's all over these trees out here. DJ Trey says, "That's interesting." Yeah. I mean, I wish I knew more about how and why and all that, but I'm not a natural a natural scientist or anything like that. I don't know. I don't have the the facts and figures on this stuff, but it's just beautiful. It looks really cool. Emily Neela says, "Gracie, thank you." Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I love that stuff. And that's really not even a lot. There's trees that are completely just covered with it. You'll see a few up here. But yeah, I want to walk down this way a little bit because we didn't go this way last time. There it says the back of the baseball park right here. Really nice fields, guys. I mean, they spent a lot of money to make these fields. I mean, they're immaculate. I mean, they look amazing. See guys out there working on the field. I'm pretty sure that's natural grass over there. It's not astroturf or anything like that. It just looks really nice. One palm tree right here. It's another tree. It's got some Spanish moss growing in it. 5 million in the building. Shout out. Thank you. 15 likes, guys. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, again, if you don't mind on the way in, on the way out, just leave a like. Helps us out. Hopefully, I'm not butting up against other people's lives right now. But if I am, feel free to join their lives. I appreciate you being here. But I've already been on for a little over an hour. Probably be on for like maybe another 20, 30 minutes because I just got to finish this walk. And like I said, guys, I'm on vacation. So I came out here because Cynthia Variety Vlogs, good evening. How are you? Shout out. Thank you for joining the live. I came out here, guys, because some of you probably know I recently retired and my daughter just had her first child, my grandson, in August of last year. And he is the first great grandchild in my family, my mom's side of the family. And my mom, so he was born in August of last year. And my mom, obviously she lives here in Florida. We live in California. And it's a long distance. If you know anything about the United States, it's a big country. And the distance between California to Florida, it's a 5 hour flight, nonstop flight. So from one side of the United States to the other side of the United States, it's a 5 hour flight. So it's like 2,500 miles to go from where I live in California here to get to Florida. So we haven't been able to make it out here since my grandson was born. So I told my daughter, I said, "Hey, let's fly out. Let's go see Orwella." Um, and she's like, "Yeah, let's go." So got the tickets, and we actually got the tickets before the war started, so they weren't crazy expensive. Um, but yeah, got the tickets, flew out here. So I'm just wanted to bring my grandson to see my mom. So she's a great grandma. My mom is a great grandma, and she's so excited to see him. Congratulations, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's definitely a different experience. You raise your kids, and that's hard. It's hard raising kids. It's very hard. It's a labor of love. You love your kids so much, and most parents, you would kill for your kids, you would die for your kids. And then your kids grow up, and they're on their own, they're adults, they're living their own lives, and you don't stop worrying about them. In fact, I think I worry more about my kids now because they're out of my sight than I did when I was raising them, because when I was raising them, I could protect them, I could keep them safe. Whereas now they're adults out in the world. Anything can happen to them, and I'm not there to help at the time. So having a grandchild, it's a very similar feeling, but it's almost worse because now, again, you have this beautiful child that you love with all your heart, but your child's raising it. And you just have to hope that you did a good job as a parent so that your kids are raising their kid in a way that you that you think is, good for that kid. And it's a very different experience, but I love it. Love my grandson. He's a great little kid. Ah, Tita Marie, hello. Good morning to you. Or actually, good evening. You're still over there in Philippines. I forgot. Hey, Tita Marie. Good to see you. Thanks for joining live. DJ Trey says, "We always treat our grandkids better." It's true. Because look, bro, look, when you're a parent, especially when you're a new parent, you are so scared that your kids are gonna get hurt, they're gonna get sick, something's gonna happen, somebody's gonna do something to them. You are so overly protective of that first child, and you're harder on that first child too, because you don't want them to grow up to be a jerk. You don't want them to grow up to be a bad person. So you're hard on that kid. But then when the second kid comes, you realize, okay, I don't need to do all that. It's too much. So you kind of are easier on that second kid, and that's been my experience. And with your grandkids, by then you're like, let the kids do what they want. Stop being so protective. They're gonna be fine. And that's how kids learn too. You can't protect them and shelter them so much to where they don't learn, because when they become adults, the real world is gonna teach them a lesson if they haven't learned those lessons growing up. So yeah, with your grandkids, it's like, yeah, let them run around. Let him put that in his mouth. Let him touch that. Let him, because it's not that serious. They're gonna be all right. That's someone at Spanish Moss. Tita Marie says, "Hi, Sir Cisco. Hello, how are you? Hopefully, you're having a good time still out there. I know you were in Boracay, and I think you were heading on to Cebu. Hopefully, you made it there safely. Love Cebu City. I'm not sure if you're going to Cebu City. I'm sure you're flying into Cebu City, but where are you going to stay, sis? If you don't mind sharing." She says, "Looks like the swamps." Yeah, pretty much. I mean, these are lakes. I wouldn't necessarily call them swamps. It looks like a swamp, though. Definitely looks like a swamp. So we're in Central Florida, where my mom lives, and this area I was saying earlier is called Chain of Lakes. And so there's a big lake over here called Lake Lulu. That's this what this is right here. And this lake is connected to another, maybe two lakes back over that way by a canal. So you can start in one lake, like my dad when he had my stepdad when he had a boat. We would put the boat in that first lake. We'd go through a little channel into another lake, and then we go into another lake, which is this one. And you take that, right, go across this lake all the way down that way to that bridge right there. You go under that bridge. There's another canal that goes under that bridge, takes you to another lake. And then beyond that lake, there's like 10 more lakes that it's all connected. It's not Everglades. Um, it's in Central Florida. Everglades is like far South Florida. but a lot of these areas look the same. DJ Trey says, "I'm about to have my first grandchild born here in Okinawa." Man, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, man. So you're having a grandchild that's born in Okinawa. Damn, that's pretty cool. Congratulations, brother. So your kids, I don't know if you have I've seen you've got a couple videos, and I was gonna ask you, I wasn't sure. I would assume that they were your kids, but how many kids do you have? And this is your first grandchild. Man, congrats, bro. You're gonna love it. You know what? I I didn't think I was gonna feel the way that I did. People tell you all the time, "Oh, it's gonna make you feel this and that." I'm not gonna tell you how you're gonna feel. You're just gonna experience it, and you're gonna see for yourself. And the more time you spend with that grandchild, man, it's just the more time you have with them, the more time you want. I mean, that I think that'll be one of the things, if we decide that we're gonna move to the Philippines for sure, which right now that's our plan, that is gonna be one of the hardest things to do is to leave my grandson here. Really hard. But man, to have your grandchild there with you in Okinawa, dude, that's awesome. Congratulations, brother. Tita Marie says, "Oh yeah, is that Everglades? Be careful with the crocodiles." Yeah, so here we don't have crocodiles here. They do have alligators though, and I was telling them earlier that yesterday we saw an alligator in the lake I was just at over there. I didn't see it today, but it's probably like a 4 to 5 foot alligator. It's not a big one, but yeah, the crocodiles the ones you got to watch out for. They're a little cray cray. Okay, so I see where this path goes now. I've been over there, so you could follow this path around, and there's like a dock over there that you know what? I think I'll take you guys back this way. I was gonna go the other way, but I'll go this way. But look at this. It does look like some Everglades, right? See all the lily pads out there in the water. There's another big tree. It's got a little bit of Spanish moss in it. This one has a lot more. Yeah, it does look like the Everglades. But now this is just like I said, called Chain of Lakes, this area right here. This is Tropa. Thank you. Tita Marie says, I'm in Lapu Lapu, Cebu now. Got here this afternoon. Oh, good. I'm glad you made it safe. Yeah, that area, Lapu Lapu, I really want to get around that area more. February when we were there, of course, the airport's there. Um, so I've been there many, 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 many times, but I've never really spent a lot of time looking around, excuse me, looking around Lapu Lapu. We did get a motorcycle and ride around a little bit in February when we were there, and I really liked it. It's a cool place. But there's a lot of resorts and really interesting places to check out over there. So enjoy, sis. Do you have plans of what you're gonna do there in Cebu? DJ, oh wait, I'm sorry. Tita Marie says the Everglades are in southern Florida. Nice, Chain of Lakes. Yeah, Everglades are way South Florida. We're in Central Florida here. We're in between Tampa. Excuse me. We're in between Tampa and Orlando. We're almost dead center Florida. This city is called Winter Haven. We're about 3.5 to 4 hours north of Miami, right where we're at right now. DJ Trey says, "Yep, just like my daughter, 5 kids were all born Oakland. 5 kids, damn, wow." Shout out to your daughter because, man, raising my 2 that was a struggle. Raising 5, wow, that's oof. I know she's tired because it is so exhausting raising kids, man. But congrats. Wow, all born in Okinawa. So, you have just the daughter, or do you have any other kids? Sis Merle, good evening. Thank you for coming back. Sis Merle, I love watching your videos. Guys, if you can, I love all of y'all. But Sis Merle, she sings. She's a great singer, so entertaining, so bubbly, so positive. If you get a chance, check her channel out. She's awesome. Tita Marie says, "Congrats, DJ Trey." Yeah. So he's gonna be having a grandchild pretty soon. He's gonna feel. I'm not gonna tell him what he's gonna feel, but I will tell you. I felt it really is a love that is different from your kids. It's not anymore. It's not any less. It's just a different kind of love. Definitely. Ma'am Leonila, thank you. Tita Marie says, Florida's a great state to visit. Did the Disney World thing a couple times. Went to Miami once. Won't be back. Too busy and too scary. Okay, well, as far as Disney World, I have not personally gone into Disney World. We've done Disney Springs. That's the area outside Disney World. Um, I know I grew up in LA, went to Disneyland, I don't know how many times in my life. I feel like if you've seen Disneyland, you've seen Disney World. It's there's different stuff for sure. Disney World's way bigger, but I just at this point in my life, I'm just not interested. When my grandson gets older, I will definitely take him to Disney World. But my wife's gone; she loves it. She loves Disney World, and when we come back, we're gonna go. Miami, yeah, it's a whole different beast. I love Miami, but yeah, you're right. It's different in Miami. Oh, look at this bird; he's tripping over here. It is depending on where you go in Miami. Yeah, there's some dangerous spots, but there's a lot of really great spots in Miami. If you go to South Beach, great restaurants there. It's expensive there, but it's really nice. DJ Trey says, I have five. Wow. My daughter's about to have her first. Oh, okay. So you have five. Damn. So you're the one that's exhausted. Wow, man. Hey, shout out, bro. Five kids. I give you credit, man. I say anybody having more than two kids, I give you credit because wow, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of stress. Whew. Yeah, five kids. Her first child. Man, that's gonna be awesome, brother. And you get to see that in person. That's awesome. Sis Evie, thank you. Thank you so much. Tita Marie says, this is our second time in Cebu, just chilling before we fly to Japan. Man, Japan's gonna be awesome. Well, if you're going by Okinawa, you could go say hi to DJ Trey, because that's where he's at. Yeah, I want to get out to Japan. I would love to go next year. See, that thing when you're retired is, you have all these plans and things that you want to do, but if your spouse is not retired, yeah, never mind. You're not doing all that stuff. So here's that Spanish moss. Let me turn this way because I don't know if the sun is like really see this stuff. So it just hangs down from the tree. And this tree has like little, I don't know if these are little acorn, almost like they're gonna be acorns or something. It's beautiful out here though. Awesome morning. Yeah, second time in Cebu. Yeah, I've been to Cebu. I don't know how many. Well, we've been to Philippines three times, and we always fly into Cebu. And then when we were there, we always fly to everywhere else from Cebu. So I would say I've probably been to that airport like 20 times. And we love Cebu City. Never been to Japan. That is definitely a place that I wanna go. Oh, so I was saying, when you're retired, you have all these plans. My wife's still working though, so I don't think that we're gonna be able to get to Japan next year unless that is like our only trip that we take. We've got like a couple other ones that we're trying to line up, but I really wanna go there. Blizzard went out there just recently and just seeing his experience out there, that sealed the deal for me. I definitely wanna get out there. You can tell it, like, really affected him in a positive way, and that's the thing about traveling is that, you get to see these beautiful places, and if you're lucky, some of the places that you visit, they'll affect your life in a big way, positive way. Sis Tropa, thank you. Sis EB, thank you so much. DJ Trey, swing through. Yeah, it's probably easy to find, right? Okinawa's not a big place. Kuyon Swa. Good evening, bro Hugo. Thank you for joining. Blizzard, speak of the devil. You heard your voice. You're like, what's his name? You're like Beetlejuice, bro. I said your name and then boom, you pop out the bushes. Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. Instead of Beetlejuice, 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 it's Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. Boom, you appear like a genie, bro. How you been, brother? He said he's been in the bushes. Get out the bushes, man. Talk to the people. Yeah, I was just saying. So you heard uh your experience there, man. I feel it, bro. I really do. Even though I've never been to Japan, the feeling you're describing about that being your place, like you feel at home there, you feel comfortable. That's how I feel about the Philippines. I really do. Been to, I think three other countries other than the Philippines, but I've never felt the way that I feel like I do with the Philippines. It's just a different experience. I feel like I'm home. I feel like I belong there. So I get what you're feeling, brother. And I really, really am hoping and rooting for you to be able to get there and stay there permanently because it's that's a dream. That's a dream, brother. But thanks for joining, bro. Brother Hugo, thank you for joining. Good evening. How are you? Hopefully everything's going good for you, bro. Tita Marie says, yeah, we're both retired as snowbirds. We go away for 6 months during the Canadian winters. Ah, I see. Okay, okay. That's awesome. I can't wait. My wife, she's young, she's 8 years younger than me. She is seriously thinking about retiring. She wants to retire. Her youngest son, she has two sons. Her youngest son is a junior in high school, and so she wants to make sure that he graduates high school, and she's there for everything before we, you know, go gallivanting around the world. Um, his dad lives there nearby us, um, so he's gonna stay with his dad. Uh, once he's graduate high school and stuff, and we'll probably end up going. I would imagine we'll probably end up going to the Philippines for like 6 months, and then like you're doing, come back for 6 months. That's most likely what we're going to try to do. But I really am looking forward to her retiring. DJ Trey says traveling opens your eyes. Japan isn't too friendly immigration wise. Ah, okay. Well, that's one of those hurdles that Blizzard's gonna have to overcome. And I'm not sure how it works. You definitely know he needs to get in touch with you, brother, because you've been there for a while. So I'm not sure how that process works, but I'm sure you have some insight that you can help him out with. Because I know Blizzard is determined at this point. The things that he's saying, and just you could see a change in just his demeanor overall. He's always been a good guy. He's always been a positive person, but you can see that there's something in him right now where he's got that determination of, yes, I found my place. Now I'm going to get there. So I hope he gets in touch with you, bro, because you're the guy that he would definitely get the most from. Lisa, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm just here walking around a little bit. Actually, I'm just been standing here talking. Um, actually, I'm gonna walk back this way because I wanted to show you guys this one thing that we saw yesterday that was pretty interesting, I thought. But it's back this way, but we'll go back here. But yeah, thank you for joining, sis. Blizzard says going to be a huge hurdle for immigration. Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about travel is every country has their own way of doing things. And even though it may seem like, oh, I could live here. Yeah, the immigration process is sometimes very complicated. Sometimes it's just not even possible. But I'm pretty sure Blizzard can do it. He's determined, like I said. Bro, Hugo, shout out, brother. Mabuhay. Take one last look here. Now all these birds are showing up. Now that I'm leaving, all the birds are coming back. Some big birds out here, though. Yeah, but Liz, if you haven't already, yeah, reach out to DJ Trey because he'd be the person to talk to about it. Lisa, I see you. Thank you. Hopefully everything's good with you, sis. DJ Trey says 2 ways to stay longer: get a job on base locally that will sponsor you, or marry a local. Boom, there you go, Blizzard. Marry a local. Marry a local, bro. I don't think that'll be a problem for you. You already said beautiful women out there. You already said amazing women out there. Marry a local, bro. Just be on vacation, meet somebody, get it done. Simple, right? Nah, he'll find a way. Thing, bro. Of course, brother. Always. Bro, Hugo, I don't know if you heard, but earlier I was telling everyone that this lake over here where we're walking towards, yesterday, we saw a big alligator. Not a big alligator. He's about 4, maybe 5 feet long. I would guess, swimming in the water over there. And yeah, there's alligators all in these lakes. So what my mom says is anywhere you see water, just assume that there's an alligator in there. That's how many alligators are out here. So yeah, I'm always gonna be safe, bro. Except for when I have my back turned to the lake for like 15 minutes earlier. And the alligator could have got me if he wanted to. But yeah, like I said, those alligators, they're not looking to get nobody. Mom Leonilla, did you eat dinner? I hope you ate dinner already, ma'am. It's almost 9 o'clock. DJ Trey says, and no, Japan is paying foreigners to make babies here. Trust me, I know. Oh, okay. So that's what's going on. So that's why you got 5 kids. This brother is a baby making factory because he's getting paid. I did hear something about that. I didn't know if it was true or not, but I did hear something about that. That the what do you call it? The age of the population is aging, they said. And they're trying to get more babies because, the population is aging. It's a whole thing, with the what do you call it? The economy and all that stuff, the workforce, yada yada yada. So that's true, bro. Okay, so wait a minute. Now look, break this down. How does that work? So you just have a baby and then what? They give you like a lump sum or they give you like a monthly stipend. What tell us what happens because the people need to know. Blizzard needs to know for sure. 5 kids. Man, you're probably living large over there now. Tito Marie, DJ, I gotcha. Japan's immigration is hard. My son works in Nagano, and the paperwork for work visa is complicated and long. He's engaged to a local, so another process he needs to go through. Ah, that's right. I forgot your son lives there. That's why you're going there. Okay, so she'd be another person to talk to. He said, "Oops, I meant they're not paying." Oh, what? Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I had heard that, and I'm like, that can't be true. So okay, so they're not paying. So Blizzard, you're gonna have to make your own money then, bro. You're gonna have to build up a nice nest egg, get some digital work or something. They're not paying. Wow. Blizzard said, LOL, can't pay me enough. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Cause you know what? It's been exhausting. Like I said, I love my grandson, love him to death. But damn, it is exhausting. I forgot how exhausting it was to have a kid until you're dealing with, an 8-month old who constantly needs your attention. Constantly you need to watch because they're quick and they pick stuff up, try to put it right in their mouth, or they'll try to fall off the couch, fall off the bed. They always are hungry. They always need to be changed. They always need, whatever. Man, it is exhausting. I wouldn't want to do it either. You're getting close to 50, I want to say, Blizzard. So yeah, man, that's it. We're too old to be having kids like that. But if that's how you had to get to Japan, would you do it? I don't know. DJ Trey says Japan is actually bringing in exchange students from Nepal to fill in for service jobs. Wow, that's interesting. From Nepal, huh? That's very interesting. Okay, I hadn't heard that. Is there a lot of Filipino OFWs that work in Japan? Because I know they pretty much go everywhere. I know Hong Kong when we were there, they had quite a there was a lot of Filipinos that work in Hong Kong. Indonesians, Filipinos. Bro, Hugo, I'm safe, bro. I got away from the lake. The alligators aren't gonna get me. I'm still walking. Now I'm getting more into where the loud city is, guys. It's not gonna be as beautiful here, but it's still a cool area. So I was telling them earlier, they're building a big old Target right here. It's a huge building. Says Tropa, thank you. Blizzard says, "Yeah, I just did a sleep study with my grandson overnight. Now I'm at work." Ooh, wow, sleep study. Hopefully, little guy's all right. Yeah, I've had to do a couple of those for my what you can call it, uh, sleep apnea. Yeah, hopefully he's all right, brother. So this is the Advent Health Field House. They have like basketball courts in here. It's a pretty nice building. They do all kinds of little tournaments and stuff here for basketball, from what I understand. Family Nila, thank you. Salamat po. DJ Trey says, yes, there are OFWs here that work factory jobs. Many end up marrying locals. That's very common. I know several that has done just that. Okay, that's the most common way. That's how immigration works. The most common way. You go over there for work, end up meeting a local, having kids. Next thing you know, two, three generations later, they're all just citizens of that country. See here, so it's the west entry. So if you go through there, there's like basketball courts and stuff in there. Cut across over here, go around. But yeah, this is a pretty new building right here too. Thank you, says Tropa. Blizzard says, if that's what it takes. I'm telling you, bro, I know the look in your eye. I know that look in your eye. You're a different person, man. And I don't in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean in a good way. You're a different person. I can tell that experience really touched you. You know, you went to DR for that trip. I know you enjoyed it. Been to Philippines. What now? A couple times, I think. You enjoyed it. But just the way you responded to Japan, not only when you were there, but when you come back. I think when you come back, and tell me if I'm wrong, when you came back and you contrast that experience that you were having there in Japan, the life that you could see yourself living in Japan, and then you come back home, tell me that you didn't feel, okay, damn, this is not for me no more. Because that's how I felt when I came back from Philippines. Especially this last time in February when we came back. We were gone for the month over there. And we stayed with friends for about a week. And I saw the life that they have. And I thought to myself, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I've been looking for. And I could see that same look in your eye, bro. So if it does take that, I'm just saying, be open to it. You could hire a nanny. Hire a nanny. Excuse me. Mamily Anila, thank you. DJ Trey says, Blizzard got sprinkled with that Japan dust. It's all over for you now, man. Yeah, man. That's exactly what it is. Put the mojo on you. It's that little theater right here. They have a little theater here in Winter Haven. Yeah, my mom used to actually work right here in this theater. Blizzard says, yeah, Japan touched something different in me. I could tell, bro. I could definitely tell. Let's see here. Yeah, man. And like you said in your lives, and a lot of people have said, traveling changes you. You know, a lot of people they don't leave their state here in the United States. They don't even leave their state. Growing up LA, I know people that hadn't even been to the beach. Imagine growing up in Los Angeles and you've never been to the beach. You know, for whatever reason, they don't leave. Whether it's they don't have the financial ability or they're just not. You know, we don't we don't consider it like adventurous just to go to the beach. But some people, it's just not their thing. And so leaving the country, it's not common, honestly, for most Americans. It's a very small percentage. I think somebody was recently they put a number on it. The percentage of people that leave the country, it's very small. And but once you do, changes your life, man. I've been to Mexico, I've been to Philippines, been to Hong Kong, been to Taiwan, and I feel like I haven't seen shit. I'm ready for more, 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 more. Okay, real quick, guys. I was hoping. Oh, there he is. So this is this field house right here, and you can see there's a just a big, beautiful pool right here. They have like they teach swimming here, I think, and they have like little swim meets for kids. But like right above this pool, look at this. It's just on this pole. At the top of this pole, you got this huge nest, and there's an osprey. You can see him right there. They're huge birds, damn near as big as an eagle. They're really big birds, but it just has its nest right here. It's wild. I can't even. I would have never thought that a bird like that would just be right here, where there's just a gang of people just swimming and playing. Its nest is right there. So my dad said that they actually tried to take that. They took the nest down, and the bird said, "Hell no, I'm not going out like that." The bird just built another nest, and so they just left it there. You see all this Spanish moss in this tree right here. This is actually a good example of how much that stuff just grows everywhere. See that right there? It's pretty cool. But yeah, traveling, guys, it is definitely a life changing experience. Start walking back over here to the house. We just got back in February. We were gone for that month, and I think I talked about it. I think it was on your live Blizzard. I had mentioned on the comments that yeah, man, I really felt like apart from the jet lag, really a low level depression, man. Again, just seeing that life that I want to live. The person that I want to be, the experiences that I want to have. Um, it's there. It's there in the Philippines. And people will say, "Well, you could do that anywhere." Well, yeah, maybe I could, but I know I can do it there. That's the difference. Yeah, I could go wherever, anywhere in the world, and I'm sure there's other places in the world that maybe I like better than the Philippines. I don't know, but right now, I know for a fact that I could live there for the rest of my life and be very happy there. You know, so I'm rooting for you, brother. I hope you find a way to make it happen. Whether that's joining the military and going over there, you know, getting on base like DJ Trey said, or being local, finding a good woman and marrying her, whatever it takes, brother. Make it happen. I know you. You ain't trying to hurt nobody. You ain't trying to take advantage of nobody. You just want to live your life in peace. So definitely make it happen, Captain. All right, where am I at? Sorry, guys. Went off on a rant there. Uh let's see. Says EB, thank you. DJ Trey says Japan is very strict for Filipinos coming over because many overstay their visas. Yeah, I can believe that. I can imagine a lot of people probably overstay their visas there. Not just the Filipinos. But yeah, they're gonna probably be very strict when it comes to it. Ma'am Lanila, thank you. Let's see. Oh wait, here, let me scroll down. Yeah, he said, yeah, Japan touched something different in me. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head when you said that. It was exactly what I was feeling. Yeah, bro, I know it. Like I said, I recognize that look because I had the same look. After the first trip, I had that had that same look. It's just, when you find your place, you find your place. It's like Icy says, she has her people. That's a term that I've used before too. I have my people, the people that get you, the people that you want to spend time with, the people that you feel like family. Maybe they're not your biological family, but they get you. Your people. Well, that's the same thing with a country. When you find that country, that's your place right there. Let's see. DJ Trey says, not impossible. Oh, I've been here since 88. Wow, 88. Shit. Did I know that? I don't think I knew that you were there that long, bro. Damn, that's a long time. It's damn near 40 years. How old are you, bro? That's awesome, brother. Since 88. Damn. See, you and Cal, you guys are that example of people that go all in, man. They make it happen. Man, that is very motivating. Before a few years ago, I would have never thought of moving to another country and living there, or that I could do it. Put it that way. Um, but now that I do know, the cat's out the bag. Now that I do know, meeting people like you, Cal, a lot of other people that have gone overseas looking for a better life. Man, it's all over. Like it's gonna happen. Let's see. DJ Trey says 56 this year. Damn, you were young when you went over there. Then you're only 3 years older than me. So in '88, I would have been 16 in '88. So yeah, you were young and in the military then. So you just got over there and just never left. Damn Americans. Man, that is awesome, brother. Got a beautiful family, getting ready to have a grandchild. What a story. Okay, so like I tell a lot of people, just like was told to me, when's your vlog coming out? When you gonna start doing lives, bro? We need to see it. That's an awesome. I know that's an awesome story. We need to hear it. We need to hear it from you. People got me out here doing lives now. Got me out here trying to get monetized. I didn't want to do that, but I had people tell me, "Oh, you should do it. You could do it." And here I am. Now I'm doing it. Actually, they were right. I love it. I really do love it. Sometimes it feels a little bit like a job, and gets a little frustrating trying to keep up with it sometimes. But I'm gonna go this way. It's quiet over here. I don't know if you guys can hear me that good, but yeah, bro, you need to make that happen. That's awesome. 88, man. That's really awesome. Blizzard says, "Got to bounce, bro. Take care." All right, brother. Hey, thank you, Blizzard, for coming through, and we'll talk again, bro. Stay safe. Hopefully your grandson's doing good, and keep working on it, bro. Climb down this damn wall. Take care, brother. Stay safe, Blizzard. Thanks for coming through. DJ Trey says, arrived at 18, was shocked to see Americans living here after the military. Yeah, I bet. Man, being 18, I didn't start seriously traveling overseas until shit, 2018. Right before COVID is when I really started traveling. My sister lived in Hong Kong for a while, and we'd go visit her out there. And then COVID hit. And I loved it. I loved that traveling. That's where I first got that sense of, oh, wow, I could do this. And then COVID hit 2020 and I shut all that down. So it's just been these last few years that I started doing it again. All right now, started doing it again. And I love it. But at 18, man, there's a lot of pitfalls and stuff that you can get caught up in. I'm glad to see you didn't get in any serious trouble. I'm sure the military helped you with that, but you probably had to keep a straight line. You're in the military. Says right 18. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So says keep doing your thing, man. I'm too camera shy. Bro, I'm telling you, I felt that way too. But here I am. I do see a lot of people though, to be on camera, you know. walk around like this whole live. I could have just walked around and kept the camera pointed out. You don't have to be on camera. So I get it, man. I don't feel like I'm Mr. Uh, personality, charismatic. I'm not charismatic. I don't think like Cal and Blizzard, Icy. There are people that they have a spark to them, man. I don't feel like I got that, but I can talk. So it don't take a lot, bro. But yeah, definitely consider it. Consider it. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Sis Tropa, thank you so much for sticking around through this entire live. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sis. DJ Trey, thank you too, brother. You both have been here from the I think the beginning of this live. I really, really sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much. We got 6 million in the building, 15 likes. This is just a little impromptu live. Um, but I'm heading back here, guys. I'm gonna be getting close to my mom's house. So definitely I'm gonna have to shut it down here in a second. But thank you guys, everyone who's been here from the beginning. This is Tropa, DJ Trey. Thank you. Everybody who joined in late, appreciate you. Thank you for uh, sharing time with me here. Truly appreciate it. Says EB, thank you. Thank you for showing up. One of the busiest ladies on YouTube. If you don't know EB's channel, please go check her channel out. She's an amazing person, um, talented lady, funny lady, awesome person. Check her channel out. Has a lot of people that love her. So thank you, sis, for showing up. And everyone else that's come through. Appreciate you. DJ Trey says, you have what it takes, man. You have me tuning in. That means appreciate that, brother. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Um, like I said, if I'm doing something that's kind of interesting, I'll try to do lives. But again, I don't think I'm one of those people that can just sit there and talk like Cal and people tune in. I don't know. Depends on what I'm talking about, I guess. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna shut this down. Thank you so much. Grateful for sharing your time with me this morning and this evening. Stay safe and keep following your dreams, man. Keep following your dreams. Whatever that dream is. Everybody's dreams are different. Everybody's ability to make their dreams come true is different. Whatever your dream is, keep following it. Um, Learning that more and more every day. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Sis Evie says thanks. So thank you, sis. Sis Tropa, thank you so much. She said you're welcome, Poster Cisco. Once I listen, I'm gonna stop for a second. Once I get back home, um, I'm gonna get back on, trying to get, support people even more heavily. I really enjoy supporting people, to be honest. I enjoy supporting people more than I enjoy doing these lives, to be honest with you. Um, I like seeing other people succeed. Um, and I just like seeing what other people are doing. So once I get back home in a few days, I'm gonna start getting back more on the supportive side of things. I will do more lives too, but I will start getting a lot more on the supportive side again. It's been hard this week. This last few weeks have been really hard. We've been traveling around a lot. So definitely thank you guys for sticking with me and supporting me. Um, but yeah, anyway, I gotta go. DJ Trey, thank you. So have a great day, man. Stay safe. Thanks for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you guys. 5 minutes in the building. You guys are still here. Thank you so much. And stay safe. Good night.